the book of Second Samuel 7 through 29 that says, "And now may it please you to bless the house of your servant, so that it may continue forever before you. For you have spoken, and when you grant a blessing to your servant, O sovereign Lord, it is an eternal blessing." And today, I'm just I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for my family, my wife, my children. We're grateful to just be in the space with each and every one of you, and most importantly, grateful for the blessings that God has put on put on my life and on everyone else's lives too. This particular verse, uh, it was actually it was actually pretty cool when I read it, like what I got out of it. Because I've read the story a couple of times, but like this one particular time when I read it, um, it was about how King David was. So basically, this was Samuel speaking to King David, right? And he had basically went to David and told David that, hey, listen, you know, God has so much in store for your family, but basically because you had messed up, like you won't receive this blessing, but your generation will still get it because this was a promise that I had put on your family, you know. And in this particular verse, what had stood out to me was the fact that even though David knew that that the blessing, like he wouldn't have reaped the benefits of the blessing, like he just was so grateful to God that God didn't turn his back on him. And God had reminded him in this particular verse. He said that my my uh my promise to you is eternal. Like when I make a promise over your life, like that's for you. Like I'm not gonna change my mind, or I'm not gonna go away or stray away from it. And it just was a good reminder that I wanted everyone to start their week with, just knowing and understanding that, when God plays something over your life, or when He gives you an anointing, or when He puts a blessing over your life, like that's eternal. Like no matter what it may seem like you going through, or no matter what it might feel like at that moment in time, like you already have the blessing over you. So you have nothing to worry about, like you can't miss it. So it's just something that I kind of wanted to share everyone, and I want everyone to go out and just have a good week, and just remember that the promises that God has put on your life, like you, and another thing too, right? Like you never know that some of the blessings you might be going through might be some of the blessings of your ancestors. It might be one of your parents' blessings. It might be a blessing from your grandparents. It could have come anywhere down your line generationally. But the thing that matters the most is that once God rests a promise on you, like that promise carries with you generationally. And that's what he did with King David. He told David that, hey, you did some things and I can't give this one to you, but definitely your ancestors are gonna reap from this. And it was just amazing to see how God kept his promise with that. So thank you everyone for the opportunity to speak. I pray that God's promises continue to reign and bless each and every one of you, and I relinquish my mic.